So as an agency owner, especially an agency that's running a niche marketing plan, so that means you have a specific niche that you're going after, for example, me, I have a tree care niche, so I'm specifically looking to do world-class websites and search engine optimization for tree care companies. That's my niche. So if you have a niche and you're a niche marketing agency, you really have one job, and that job is to fill your funnel. Really, what it boils down to is how many people do you have in your funnel and how many quality leads do you have inside of your funnel. And the more quality leads that you have in your funnel, the more your income earning potential is going to be. Okay, so let's just consider what a funnel is. So we have a funnel, it has a wide opening like this, and then it kind of gets narrow here into our funnel, I guess, as you will. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to put potential clients, people, into the big area of the funnel, right? So we want a big opening that's easy to put people into. And once we have them in there, in the big funnel, we're trying to give them some offers, trying to connect with them and get them down into that funnel so that we can serve them and that we can lead them to our products such as world-class web design, search engine optimization, social media marketing, kind of all things digital marketing. So oftentimes when I talk to people about Freedom Wave, they'll say, this sounds like a really cool business opportunity. It's a great idea, but I don't really know a lot about building websites. I'm not really interested in coding. It's like, that's not the business at all. Actually, we would prefer if you didn't really want to do any of the websites or any of the coding, because we have a whole team ready to rock for that. So we can handle all of that for you. But the one thing that you have to do as an agency owner is you have to build this funnel. And the way to build this funnel is to establish yourself as an expert in your specific niche. So your job is really twofold. Build the funnel, establish yourself as an expert, and those two are going to go hand in hand. It's important to understand that it's going to take some tenacity to build a successful digital marketing company. So it's going to take a year, possibly even a little more than a year, to establish yourself as an expert in your particular industry. And there's quite a few steps that we're going to need to take along the way, and all of those steps, as you're establishing yourself as an expert, those steps are also going to be building your funnel at the same time. So once we have people inside of our funnel, our system will begin to email these leads approximately once a week. At any point, if someone in our funnel replies to one of our emails to say they're interested in one of our products, interested in one of our services, we'll then connect with that person and do a free website audit or an online review, just kind of an overall review of all of their digital marketing. So in this free website audit, we'll be able to show these potential clients where they rank. We'll be able to give them some analytics on their websites, their keywords. And at the end of the audit, we'll have an offer for them to see if they're interested in coming on board with our business, to see if we could help them, give them a little better online presence. Okay, so the way that you're going to fill your funnel while simultaneously establishing yourself as an expert in your industry is you're going to have to create some very special offers. So with these offers, you can give the people in your industry something for free. And in return, you'll receive their email, their contact information, and they will be receiving something from you that proves to them that you are the expert in this industry. Okay, so the checklist is really simple. And because it's so simple, it tends to work really well. And all the checklist is, hey, when we take a look at a new client coming on board with us, we have this list of things that we look for on their website, on their social media, and we just kind of check it off. Do they have this? Do they have the keywords in place? Do they know what the keywords are? Do they have a Facebook page? Do they have a CRM built into their website? Do they have this, and that? We just kind of check this off. And to see kind of where they score with us and how much have they built up their online presence. And so we could just offer this checklist to our clients. So I've got somebody, I'm going to use the tree care industry because that's kind of my niche, or one of my niches. So in the tree care industry, I can go to somebody who owns a tree care business and I could say, hey, I'm not sure if you're interested in a new website right now or any kind of digital marketing. I see that you already have a website up. I just have this checklist that we use for our clients. And in our paid consultations, where people generally pay us to kind of see where they rank on their website and kind of how successful they are online, in these paid consultations, we use this checklist. So I'm just going to give you this checklist for free, and you could just take a look at it on your own time. Okay, so that works out really well. The thing about that checklist is as they look through it, it's very easy for them to just kind of check things off, and they're going to end up questioning some things on there. They're going to look through there and say, I don't know if I have that on my website. Man, my web guy never talked to me about that. They're going to see some things. And I have a video that they can also watch if they would like to kind of hear that checklist a little bit more in depth as I break down each individual thing. So by giving them this video, by giving them this checklist, you are establishing yourself as an expert in the industry. You have to be an expert to be able to put together this checklist like this, to be able to put together this video. So you have to be an expert, right? And so now you have a connection to this person, and they don't see you as just someone trying to sell them something. They see you as an expert in this industry. Another really good one that we can give away is a book. Now, don't freak out. You don't have to write a whole book, but I want to share with you that I have 2 books that I give away. I have a book on leadership. It's called The Black Belt's Guide to Leadership, and it's for martial arts schools. It's for a martial arts niche. The thing about it is I wrote this book for real. I wrote everything in this book. There's a lot of personal stories. It's a really cool book. And it's all very personal, and it talks a lot about becoming a great leader. And it's a cool book, and it's an original book. It took me a long time to write. Now I have another book, and the other book is for the tree service. So this book is just getting your digital marketing done right for the tree care industry. That's not the title of the book, but that's the idea behind it. How to do correct digital marketing for the tree care industry. And so that's that tree care book that I wrote. Now I'm going to share something about that tree care book. Is that I wrote, I think, 4 pages of that 100+ page book, and AI wrote the rest of it. It's still a pretty good book, and if you were to read it, you'll learn a lot of stuff about digital marketing. But the idea behind that book, that tree care book, is that when I give this book to somebody in my industry, these guys are really busy. They're busy doing work. They're hard workers. They're climbing trees. They're running companies. They don't have time to read a big, long, complicated book. But the fact that I have the big, long, complicated book establishes myself as the expert. So now this guy's saying, man, this Justin Morris, he had this checklist that he gave me that made a lot of sense, and he had this book. And then also, like, if they visited anything on our Facebook or anything like that, now they're getting retargeted like crazy. So they're getting our YouTube videos are popping up on stuff for them now, and they're starting to kind of see that we're like all over the place. And for them to get any of this information from me, I received their email, and so now I'm emailing them. They're seeing me probably pop up on social media. They're starting to see that I am the expert in this industry. The website audit is generally kind of the last thing that we do, but also you can give away a website audit or give away an audit. I do this a lot of times in what I'm going to say is guerrilla marketing. So in my niche, because I'm searching things in my niche a lot, stuff like that pops up on my Facebook all the time. And so I have this message that I send to people a lot. Then if they pop up on my Facebook, it's probably because their ad settings are wrong, because let's say I have a tree guy. So the person that owns a tree company, and it says, hey, contact us today for tree removal in your area or whatever. But this company doesn't live anywhere near me. But they have their ad settings wrong. So they probably have their ad settings set to show it to people with similar interests. And so I have similar interests because I work with tree care people. So they have their ad settings wrong. So this is an opportunity for me to send them a message and say, hey, I am a digital marketer that just happens to only work with tree care companies. I don't work with anybody else but tree care companies. The reason I'm messaging you is because your Facebook ad popped up on my timeline. And I just wanted to let you know that you have a setting in your Facebook that's wrong. That setting should be only set to a specific demographic and shouldn't be set to people with similar interests. Oh, by the way, I would love to take a look at some of your other things that you have. Would it be okay if I took a look at your website, anything else like that? If they say, yeah, I would love that, that'd be great. I then make them a website audit. Or better yet, I go and I just do some digging, I do some detective work. And after I do that detective work, I try to get them on a call with me and we go over it together, what I found. Be careful about how you try to sell something right away to somebody. In that whole idea there, I never try to sell them a website or a plan right away. I'm building trust. So a lot of this right now, as we're bringing people into our funnel, we're building trust. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. Establishing ourselves as experts, which in turn will build trust with people. There's something that I haven't done yet to get people into my funnel, and that is to have a quiz or a survey. I have heard tons of people say people love quizzes, people love surveys, and so that's something to consider. I haven't tried one yet, so as I make this video, I haven't tried one. I'm going to have to try one sometime really soon. If I think of the tree care company, I mean, what could my survey be? I could say, hey guys, I'm doing an independent study using like arborists and people who are in the tree care industry. Who would be willing to take this quick survey? Then I ask them some relevant questions about their business, and in turn I have all their emails. Man, it's a good idea. I should start that right now. Now this one I just did and I hit it big with, and this is a course. Give away a course, an online course. For Freedom Wave, this is part of our online course. So if you're watching this video right now and you're not actually one of my, this is meant to be a training video for my team members, people who are already a part of my team. But if you're watching this video and you're not part of my team, that means you're in my funnel. So congratulations on being inside my funnel. And so hopefully you're getting emailed and people are asking you to join other webinars and join Zoom calls and things like that, as we see if we can build a relationship together and see if we can help you crush it with your digital marketing agency. But anyways, again, a course. So this video is part of my course that is also in my funnel, right? So check this out. I have a niche business as martial arts. And if you know me on a personal level at all, you know a little bit about my martial arts history and martial arts background. So martial arts is one of my niches. So we got tree care, we've got martial arts. They're my personal two main ones. But in martial arts, I've got this awesome giveaway. We did a whole martial art course. It's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu course for instructors, and we're giving that away. And wow, it's a great way to get people into the funnel. Now, when we think about a funnel, all it really is putting a lot of people in one place that we can market to. I have a fishing video where I explain this, I feel really well, where if I'm looking at my electronics while I'm fishing, I can see a school of fish over here, and I can see a school of fish over here. Now, if the school of fish over there only has a couple casts to the school of fish over there, right? I've got a video about that. If you have not seen that video, I highly recommend it. I get to catch some fish in that video. But anyways, the reason why I mentioned that is because all we're doing with a funnel is putting really schools of fish, or actually its potential clients, if you will, into a big pool so that we can cast our line at them and start to try to get some people on board. I mention this because besides giving away free offers, there are some other ways to establish ourselves as experts and kind of build a similar funnel. Now this is becoming not just an expert, but an influencer. I have a great example in the tree care industry. I work with a person named Kevin Ham. He's got a company called Game of Trees. Now Kevin Ham has become pretty much tree care industry famous on both YouTube and Instagram. I helped manage his YouTube channel for him, and I think I created a bit of a monster there because I originally said, hey, I think you should try some YouTubing, and now he's become like famous on YouTube and also on Instagram. And on his Instagram, he made one post for me, and the post was that we're giving away a free SEO boost right now with a custom web design package, and we just kind of made a little ad and he put it on Instagram. He didn't actually spend ad money. All he did was put it on his Instagram, and I think we made like $8,000 off of that. I'm pretty sure it was like $7,000 or $8,000. One post, and we got one big lead off of it right away. I personally, as I'm making this video, don't use TikTok very much, but I have seen some people absolutely crush it by becoming influencers on TikTok. And as they become influencers on TikTok and people start to see that they are experts in that certain niche as well, they're able to promote these products and these services to that industry using TikTok. So that's another really good idea. And then one of my absolute favorites is the Facebook group, because we're already going into Facebook groups, trying to kind of infiltrate groups here and there. I'm sure lots of you do it. We gotta try really carefully, not to get banned in different groups, and we really kind of gotta play by the rules and make sure we're respectful and we're building more relationships rather than just trying to sell stuff all the time to people. But if you had your own Facebook group, imagine if you have a Facebook group with like 50,000 people in it, and lots of those people have, they all have similar interests, but many of them are your perfect clients, and you're the owner of that Facebook group. Man, that is a great way to start getting massive amounts of leads. I was just talking to a person online. His name is Chris, and Chris claims to make over $100,000 a month just off of his Facebook group. And I was like just blown away by his success, and he's not doing anything else to market his products except for that Facebook group. So he's really crushing it with just a Facebook group. I had a really good question the other day on how to grow a Facebook group. Now, really what we need to do is we need to make some additional videos that are very specific to how to grow a YouTube channel, how to grow a Facebook group, how to grow your Instagram. So we need some really specific ones. But one thing I'll say about growing a Facebook group is what I've learned is intrigue goes a long way. So the one thing that's worked really well for me, if I'm working through this niche, okay, is, hey, I have a group. So let's take tree care, for example. I'll go to a very good tree care group, like a big tree care group with like lots of members, and I'll say, hey, we've got something going on where we have a master arborist, and he's answering some questions right now, and he's posting some videos on some very technical things in the tree care industry. Is there anyone here who's kind of interested in the technical aspects of tree work? And then anybody that likes that, anyone that comments on that, I send them a personal message to their Facebook, to their messenger. Well, first what I'll do is I'll comment on there and I'll say I DM'd you. So I sent you a direct message. By me commenting that, it helps to boost my post, so it gets my post boosted more. And then what I do is I'll email them and I'll just say, hey, here, thanks so much for liking or commenting on that post. Here is a link to our Facebook group where we just put out this video or this in regards to that thing that I put there, right? Does that kind of make sense, you guys? So I'm sending them a link to our Facebook group, so they have to join our private group to see the thing that they're interested in. But I didn't just go onto that group and say, hey, everybody, here's my new Facebook group. Everybody come join. No one's going to want that. You're just going to look like a total spammer. So you're going to offer them something. It's just like filling your funnel. You're offering them something. One that worked really, really good for me was the intriguing one of, hey, this is the first AI website that I ever made for a tree care company. So I put that in a tree care forum, and I said AI. Now, I didn't make the whole website with AI, but I did do a lot of the content, and then I explained that in a little more detail. But again, when somebody commented or liked that, what I did was I sent them a Facebook message, and I said, hey, here's a link to our Facebook group, and in that group, there's a video where I'm showing you step by step how I did this with AI. And so that's kind of cool, I think. And in that one, what's really nice about it is I'm talking about web design and the tree care industry at the same time. So these people are like, ooh, it's the tree care industry, so that's cool. But oh, web design, I could use a web designer right now. So that kind of goes hand in hand right there. That's a really good way to start promoting a Facebook group. Now, all of those strategies are very, very important for the niche marketer. The person that's starting a digital marketing agency that has a very specific niche.